Okay, yes, my fellow ghetto developer. Yeah. So today we go dey do something wey make sense well, and this thing na wetin every developer need to know, or every engineer, right? Which na to design hot flow. Hot flow look like say e simple, but at the same time e no hard, right? Na just for us to understand our flow. Hot flow basically mean the process wey the person go go through before im get access to our platform, right? So for example, if here na the home page, right? Wetin go happen before im see the home page, right? So we need to put some level of security and so on and so forth. Remember, this process na full stack process, right? So we go start from the back end, then move to the front end and arrange everything. But before we do am, make we do a visual representation of wetin we wan achieve. So if I come to mirror, so we go use this mirror. Some people go call am miro, right? So make we just call am miro, right? So we go use this miro to design how our flow go, right? So make we quickly design am so that everybody here go understand wetin we wan achieve. So to use this tool, we go just use this one basically, right? So make I draw a circle. So make I put this circle like this. So inside this circle, I go just say entering, right? Meaning say na this side na dem use get our URL, then pass am, right? Put our URL to their site, to the site. Now, if dem pass this URL, right, two things go likely happen. But the first thing na say, okay, make we come here, we put something like a logic gate, right? Now, we'll connect this pointer to this guy here, right? So make sure say e dey well. Good. So we'll connect am here. Now, the next thing we'll need to, so this side here, they handle our auth to check. So our auth be this, in the check. If this person wey dey come our platform, right, don already sign up before, that means the person get access to our platform before. Okay, make e take am come where make I put that one now. Okay, make I put here, right? Okay, make I put am here. No matter where I put am sha. I just put am here. So this one now go be our landing page, right? So if the person already get an account with us, right, the person log in, right, e go take am come our landing page. You take am come our landing page, right? However, if the person no get an account, right, you go take am come another page. So make we just do something like this. So you go take am come make I put am for down here. Okay, so you go take am come here. So this one now go be like our home. Oops. This one now go be like our home page, right? Okay, so I align these two. Now, majorly, now wetin dey happen be this inside every website where you visit, whether na Facebook you go to, or na Twitter you go to, or na LinkedIn, or wherever, any of those platforms, right? So you enter the platform, there is a logic gateway there. So that logic gate then go help navigate where you go see, or wetin you suppose see, right? So make I bring this thing come down where wetin you suppose see. So for who get an account with the platform before, you carry am come the landing page, right? Sorry, you carry am come the home page, right? But who no get an account before, you carry am come the landing page. For example, if I come here and I enter let's say Facebook. So if I enter facebook.com here, this thing here now we dey call landing page, right? So you carry me come the landing page because I no get an account with them, right? That's why I carry me come here. But if I get an account with them, I'd already sign up, that logic gate go straight carry us come the landing page, right? Sorry, the home page, right? You carry us come the home page. So this page wey we dey see na the landing page. Bah, side wey e carry us come, bah, na be the landing page here, right? Now, from this landing page, you fit do two things, right? So the first thing I say, oh, you fit come enter sign in, right? So make I put the sign in here. So let's take another shape. Make I take this shape because this shape look like say fine, right? Star. So here now we'll call am sign in, right? Okay, good. Now this sign in will come from here. So now pick this one. So from here now, if you no get an account, remember now it go carry you come here, like you click the sign in button, right? You can't carry come here. Then when you sign in, you can't carry you come here back. So make I just pick this and join them. Balaka. Makes sense. Our design don't define. Makes sense. Okay, so from here you can't carry you come here, right? Now, what if you never create an account before, meaning you need to register, right? So this one now will come take you, I'll use another stuff. So from here, right? So again, here go be register. So the rule we follow here now say no two sign or no two screen should be the same, right? Anyways, it don't really matter. Okay, so this one now go come carry you come here. Then from here, right, if typical websites, right, go make sure say you verify who be this user. So from here e go come take you enter another screen, right? So make we put that screen here. So the screen basically now say okay to verify, right? So you go send like, okay, a message don dey sent to you, go check am out, right? A message don dey sent to that your email, go check am out, something like that, right? Then when you go there, everything go there. So most times we will call this confirmation screen, right? So it will take you go that confirmation screen. Then from this confirmation screen, this one now go come tell you say, oh, we don send you an email, oh, go check the email. So this one here, so make we just connect these two. So this one now go come be an external email server, right? So once you click that link there, it's supposed to take you come back to sign in. Now in that process, your account go don dey verified. Then when you sign in, it will come take you to the home page. I don't know whether una understand this flow, but make I just explain am again. So the first time when you come this site, right, you go see so once you enter www.facebook.com, just like wetin we do here, right? Facebook.com. Wetin go happen na say a logic gate go dey here to check who be this user. Shey this user don sign into this our platform before? If yes, say the user don sign into the platform before, you go take am come the home page, right? The home page, na there you go come see all those plenty posts wey make Facebook make sense, right? Na so. But if no, right, you go take am come the landing page, and the landing page na be wetin we dey see here like this. So this thing then they call am landing page. Now, so from here, you really now here you wan come, but here carry you go, right? So two things now you go do. Number one, either if you get an account with them before, so you go come click on sign in, then you sign in, it take you come the home page, right? But if you not get an account, just like wetin we dey see here, create new account. So either I click here or I click here. If I click here, na im be here, right? E go take me come here. But if I click here, e go take me come this side here. So from this side, I go register, fill the form. So this register na just form sha. So I fill the form. That form, once I click on register or submit, e go take me come a screen wey go inform me say a mail don dey sent to me, basically an external mail. So maybe e don go my Gmail or any email account wey I put, right? So e don go there. Then I go come here, right? Then click on a link, usually na a link sha. So that link now go come carry me come back to my sign in. Some go require you to put an OTP and so on and so forth, right? So however, you come carry you come sign in. Now in this process, you don verify say you be original person, right? You don verify that. Then you now sign, then you now come to the home page. So majorly na the flow be this, right? But this one na theory, right? Na talk. Make we go inside our system, right? So that we go code this process, right? We go code this process so that you sef go fit talk like senior man, right? When it comes to auth flow. Now make we start coding now. So na here we go dey for that one. So I feel say the first thing we need to do na to work on the backend side, right? Once we make sure say our backend side, all our endpoints don dey work, then we go come implement wetin we don do right for the backend, come put am for the front end. Make we start now. So as usual, at this point, I no go touch anything here. But the first thing we need to do na say, okay, make I close here first. Na say, okay, make I create a utils folder. Now inside this folder, I think the first one I even suppose to set na to create my .env. So create this my .env so that I go say db string will be equals to mongo. We dey use mongodb sha. So mongodb 127.0.0.0.1, right? Then the port na 27017. Then make we say we dey do auth db flow, right? Oops. Auth db flow, right? So now wetin be my database be this? Well, I go just say my local API local, at least for now. We go dey use http local host with 3000, which na be this thing here. Okay, so makes sense because later we go deploy this thing, right? Okay, since we don do this thing, everything look good. The next thing I will come do inside here na to create a constant so that I no need to dey do every time process that, right? So I will just say constant.ts. So export const db to be equals to process.env. So .db underscore string. Of course, I expect this guy to be a string. Good. So make I just collect that in URL once. So we'll just do this one. So I think I call them API underscore local. So makes sense like that, right? Make I save here safe. Now the next thing we will come to now to build our database. So I will just say dbconfig.ts. Okay. I just remember say I never install the dependency I need like mongoose. So I'll just say npm I mongoose. So we need mongoose. What else we go need again? We'll continue as we dey work, we go know it we go need. So const db config to be equals to async. So make we just call we'll just call our try catch block there. Come on, yeah. So we'll do say make it just console log. If we get any error, make we just console log within that error go be. So we'll just call await, then I go say connect. So remember saying that from Mongoose, right? Then we will need db. So db supposed to come from this my constant. I like to use capital letter. Supposed to come from this my constant, right? So make we do db, right? Then I go say then we will say console log db connected. So make we just call some emoji. So now just put these two, right? So if error dey like say no connect, right, here go run. Okay, so that one don't make sense. Now make we make sure say, okay, another thing I go like to do now to clear up my log, right? To clear up all this log. So I will just say make a call clear here. Make sense? Okay, so the next thing we'll go do now to call this side. So we will come inside our layout. So inside that layout, first of all, make we give this thing async. Then secondly, make I just come to await db config. So once we do that, everything will set. Yes. Okay. So while that one dey roll, the next thing we go come do now say make we define our interface. So make I just do this my interface. So I go say export interface I user. So wetin and wetin I need? So make we say we need name, I need the email, I need the password, I need verify. So verify go be boolean, right? So if we don't verify the user, here go be true, but if the user never did verify, here go be false. Then another thing I'll just say verify, maybe verify token. This one I want make it be string, right? Okay, so it makes sense like that. So the next one I go do now say interface I user data extends from I user. Of course, I would need documents as well from MongoDB. Okay, so everything we want be this. Makes sense. Now, make we create another folder called our module. So inside there, we'll say user module.ts. Makes sense. So I go say const user model to be equals to new schema from Mongoose again. So now remember say we say name, right? So it go get the type of string. Makes sense. So make I just duplicate this guy. Then another thing I would like to do now to call that I user data. So this one will be email. Of course, I go want say unique to be true. This one will be password. Since I dey put password, make we come install bcrypt, right? Because that one na wetin we go need. So I go say npm I bcrypt and the types of that bcrypt so that our code no go dey crash. Make sense? Okay, so the next thing what I need again, I say verify verify token, I suppose. Then lastly, we'll call verify. But this verify will be boolean, and the default will give an false. So by default, when you sign up, you will be false. So the next thing I go do now, I will call timestamps, and I go make true. Okay, boolean. Now I go say user data go dey equals to models dot users, right? Or model. So inside there we go say I user data. So users, then user model. Makes sense. Then lastly, we can say export default user data, this user data. So this model no dey, so make we call am here. Also, so wetin we don establish now na say, okay, so for the first time we will run this model, this side here go create this you create this collection. Then subsequently, when we dey make request to that collection, na this side here go dey run. E dey very important say we do am like this for next, right? But if na express we dey use, we no need to do this thing. So e dey very important say we do this. Okay, now we don do this, super straightforward. We don build our model. So now make we go build the endpoint. So inside our app here, we'll create a folder called API. Now inside that API now, I would like to just do something like this, and I will call them auth, right? Now inside this auth here, I want to create two things. So make I call this one create, right? And this one will be sign in. So we will use this one to sign in, but we will use this one to create, right? So as usual, inside here we will create the route.cs. Okay, so now here we will start to do the magic. So make we do the get first. So this one will give us all our user, right? So I will call my try catch block again, and so make I say return next response dot json. So I'll say the message should be error getting users, and of course we'll say the status will be 44. Make sense? So I just copy this, put them here, and so this one will be 200, and this one will be error. So we'll say, oops. So we'll say getting user, right? So first thing first, now make we call our db config. This one is supposed to be the first thing we will do, right? So this one now give us access to our database. Now the next thing we will come do now to say, so make we say users will be equals to await user data. So we call the user model now. So dot find boolean. Then lastly, I will just say data to be mapped to users. So this code here will fetch us all our user inside the database. Of course, we will need this our postman, and we will need this our compass, right? To use and the track changes where they happen inside the database, and use this one to communicate to the database. Now we don't write this one. The next thing what I go want to now say, okay, I want post. So this one now go help us create new user. So what I go do here now say, okay, I go say quest will be mapped to next request. This thing no one show. Since you no one show, make I just manually pass on there. Now the next thing I'll come do now to deconstruct the thing what I need from that quest. So I go say await quest dot json. So wetin I need now the name, I need the email, and I need the password. Makes sense. Okay. So the next thing we will do now, since we get our bcrypt, we need to use that now. So I will say import bcrypt from bcrypt. Makes sense, Abi? Okay. So what we want to do now to encrypt the password wey our users then go type. So we'll say await bcrypt dot gensort. So inside we'll pass the value of 10. Then I go say const let me say hashed to be equals to await bcrypt dot dot hash. Yeah. So this process then go change the password into something else. So I'll say password and pass the sort. Makes sense. Okay. So rather than this thing will pass here, this one will change down to create. Change down to create. So we'll pass name, email, and password. But that password now go then map to that hash to create. Awesome. Okay, so make I just remove this and then clean up this our compass. Okay, good. So makes sense, right? So save this. So far we don't create our endpoint. Very sweet, very fast, and very good. So make we test first of all, say this thing they work. So if I say localhost 3000 slash API slash create. So if we hit that, allow to wait, make we wait small. We suppose get that right. So this one now will be create, right, which is 201. Then we'll say creating user. Makes sense. So now we don't see this, right? Okay, so make I just copy here, create another one. Come here, hit here. Okay, makes sense. Now, but what we want to do now say okay, we want post. So if we come here, raw. So I go say name. So make I just say the name na Peter and the email na peter@test.com. So I fit just duplicate them and say password. Okay, good. Now if I hit here, it go create an account with us. But this thing pass through and you go say this verify dey false, right? And of course we no put verify token, so make we fix that up. So I go use so let me say import crypto from crypto, right? Then so make I just say const token will be equals to crypto dot random byte. I want use maybe 20 dot to string, and inside there I go say make I use X. So here now I'll say comma verify token map to that token. So it makes sense like that, right? Now if you look at this now, the verify dey for false. Now only verify user wey dey for true then go sign in. Make we prepare that one first. So make we go I think I fit just copy this, then inside this our sign in here we'll create another route.ts and make I just paste this and call all the things wey I know say I go need. In fact, I fit just come here, just copy all these things, come here, right, paste them here. So makes sense, right? Now the next thing what we go do now, of course I no need this name because na sign in I want to, and I no need this, I no need this. So this one will be find one, right? Find one. So this one will be find one, right? Now of course I no need this ones them as well. So the next thing we'll go do here now to write some conditions. So I go say if users, right, this go happen, else make this happen. So it's how we make happen. I say we'll copy here, come here, we will say email error, right? So now we'll just say email error. So the next thing we'll come to now to check the password. So make I just say check password. So we want check whether the password wey the user put dey correct. So I will say await bcrypt dot compare, right? So I'll compare the password wey the user put now and the users dot password. Now most times you fit forget how to call am, but then if you just look at this thing now, your plain password plus the hash password. Remember I said the hash password they come from your database, right? So now it will do here your plain password and this is the hashed password. So now we can say if check password, if it dey correct, something will happen there. Else this one, right? So make I copy this again, come put inside here. But for here now say we will say password error and they happen here. Okay, so for here now what we will come do here now to say if users dot verify is true, user dot verify, right? So what we dey talk now, I say the user dot verify dey true and user dot verify token dey strictly equals to empty, right? Only then should this work. Else we will say your account never dey verified. So here we'll say go and verify your account. So we'll say go verify your account. Makes sense, right? Now if everything go well, this thing wey dey here we'll cut am, then come paste am here. So makes sense. Now this thing what we write here now be the logic to sign in this user, for this user to dey sign in. So for example, make we test and make we see. So make I copy, in fact make I just okay, make I copy everything we write here, create a new one. So inside there paste here, come here again, copy with all wetin dey here, come here, body raw, then paste am. Okay, good. Of course we no need this one, so make I use post, change here to sign in, hit enter. So e go tell me say make I go verify my account. Now it's how suppose see here, go verify your account. Make sense? So what if my email no dey correct? So I hit here to tell me email error. Okay, what if my email dey correct but my password no dey correct? So it will tell me password error. Now if the both of them dey correct, both of them go dey correct, it will tell me say make I go verify my account. So meaning I get an account but I never verified the account. Makes sense? So now make we work on if that account don dey verified, as in how to verify that account. Now make we work on now. So wetin we go do for that na say, I think e go make sense say make I do am inside this crate. No matter sha, but I feel say inside this crate make better sense. So inside this crate we go put a dynamic route. So I will call this one user ID, right? Then inside there we'll call the route.ts, right? Hit enter. Again, make I come here, just copy everything we'll get here. Come here, just paste here. But wetin we wan do here basically na patch, right? Because we want change some stuff. So we go, the first thing we go need do na to get the params, and make I just mark this. Then we'll come inside here to say const user ID. So const user ID is equals to params. Yeah. So inside there we'll say find by ID and update. So we'll pass the user ID here, comma. Then make us say new to be true. So this now like this we dey do update. Then while inside there we'll say verify. Verify now we'll change am to true, and the verify token will call remove wetin dey there to use this. So once we save, we'll say user don dey verified. User don dey verified, right? So this side here then go make a user dey verify. Make sense? Like make sense. Okay, so if you'd remember, I think I first of all just duplicate this, but then if you'd remember, right, we get the user ID, right? So that user ID then be like the most important thing. So make I just come here, copy this user's ID, then come back to this point here. So rather than this, so I will say create slash, right, put user ID, right? Remember say that this thing a patch, right? If we hit this, we will see, okay, so we don't see, we'll see first, yeah. But the problem what they get here now say we no put a condition to help us to help us to manage this something here, right? So make we quickly do that before we continue. But then make us see, so we get create, yeah, create, and we get this. So the first thing I go, yeah, I expect them to crash. No, they okay. Yeah, and I go run, right? So what we need to do first of all now to first of all check, right, so that we don't get these long runnings before we can get this error here. So what we go do now say make we first of all make I copy this side. So I will just say const user go dey equals to this, right? Then inside there we'll say user ID. So now we can say if user, of course this user must exist. Shall we just do something like this to make am look good? So we will copy here and say user not found, something like that. User no dey found. Okay. Then why inside here now we can say, oh, if user dot verify. So make our come inside here. So user dot, if user dot verify, right? Is that necessary? No, they necessary. So I don't feel say this part here, which we want right here, they necessary because of course this user, we fit still do am. So if this user no they necessary. So make we remove am. So inside here now we come cut this thing, put this one here. So it make better sense, right? So if you no see the user, right, make it throw this. But if you see the user, right, then make this operation happen, right? Make this operation happen. Okay, so makes sense like this, I suppose. We'll still dey get this thing. So we'll just say no fit verify this user. So makes sense. Now if I hit here, we're supposed to see that no fit verify this user, right? Okay, so makes sense. Now wetin we fit come do now na say so no fit verify this user. Why? Because make we look this thing well. May not be say I dey miss something. So you're supposed to verify, you're supposed to fit verify this user. So why need they verify the user? Okay, user don't dey verify. So we'll look this thing where to know why this thing they tell me say no fit verify this user. So make we see, make I console log this user. So make we see. So we get that. Make I run here again and see whether we'll get this user. So if I not get the user, so I not get the user. Why I need to get the user? So user ID. Okay, so make we console log. So make I console log this user ID first. Because since I enter here, I'm supposed to fit verify the user, right? No fit verify the user. So make we just check wetin be the error. So the error will let us know. Okay. So my bad, right? Now by default, when you dey call this, so the first argument wey you dey see here na quest, right? So wetin I dey pass here, I dey pass this first argument, right, which is not correct. So I suppose do quest here, then pass that and do this. So now you go work well now. Yeah. So abeg make una observe this thing because I mean this thing take me time small to figure that out. So now wetin be the problem with that? Yeah. So now this thing suppose work well. Yeah, so we get that. Also now I don't verify the user. So with that now I go fit sign in. So if I click here now, let's say before they tell me say make I go verify, but now voila, it don't sign me in. Why? Now I dey get this, right, and my verify token dey empty. So na wetin make am go fit sign me in. Otherwise, lie, I no go fit sign in. Now, wetin we go come do na to find a way to protect this code, because we no go fit tell our user say, oh, you sign in, oh, see your ID, then you go come pass your ID here, right? E no make sense. E no go fit possible, right? So na there now we go come use this side, right, to send an email confirmation. So once you hit here, it takes you to your email. They will send that email confirmation to you. Now, how we go use do this one? Abeg, I go want una pay attention. We go use two package to do am. The first package we go use na node mailer. So make I do npm I node mailer. And the second one we go use na Google APIs. So we dey use node mailer and Google APIs. Note am, see, S dey this thing o. Oh, so wetin I spell? Okay. So Google APIs. Makes sense. So make we come inside this our utils. So wetin I go just do na to create email, then I go just say cs. Wetin happen? Node mailer. So Google APIs. Okay, make I just first of all install node npm I node mailer. We'll first install node mailer, right? So while that one dey install, make we come do npm I Google APIs. Okay, so I will say import node mailer from node mailer. Makes sense. Why is in the show red? So maybe you want us to install the types. Okay, so make us see whether you get types. So node type slash this. Okay, so since I don't install, so make we do from Google APIs. Do that one as well. Okay, I hate to dey see red biro. So this one still dey try one install. So for here, there we go need Google sha. So majorly sha na our Gmail we wan use, right? So we'll use Gmail as our stamp server to fit help us send this mail. That's what we'll go do. So make I just get small patient, make this thing install finish. Then when it install finish, we go start. Okay, it's almost there, it's almost there. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Boom. So this one has installed, but I'm still seeing red bar. Why? Is it value? What's the value? Okay. No problem. Could not find this. Okay, so this one is settled, so it remains this. Such a big package. Okay, so while this is trying to install, we need three things, right? The first thing we need is going to be our Google secret, our Google client, right? We need those things. But within, I will just quickly do now say this guy is still telling me red. So maybe I will just do npm I at types slash Google APIs. So let's try and get the types of it and see that that red goes away. Nah, I know it doesn't have them. I know you know get them the types, but this guy is still showing me red. Make I hope say it go clear off, but make I say Google dots. Let's see. I need this red to go away. Okay, so okay. So let me say const um OAuth equals to new Google dots. This is what I don't like. So let me see. So let's create declaration dot declaration. Okay, so make us say um I think is declare modules everything inside declare do okay. Oh, it's still not brilliant. Okay. Why art thou still acting difficult? Okay, so dot d. So for some reason I think out dot out. So inside of here we're going to pass some stuff, but while we're doing that, right, so um let us get things we'll need. So let me quickly come to I think console.cloud.google.com. So let's wait for it. And for this, let's see. I need awesome. So once you're here, so what we want to get majorly is so we want to link our node mailer, right? One link am up. So the way we go do am dey very simple. So inside there, make sure you enter APIs and services. So if na the first time wey you dey do this thing, I go advise say make you come inside this OAuth consent screen. So if you enter OAuth consent screen, few things wey you go do there. This network dey slow, so more patiently wait make it load. Okay, good. So you create an app, right? Just create a consent screen. It is very simple. Make I enter edit because I don't make this one so that you go see the process of how that one is done. So you enter the name of the app, any name wey you want call that app, but majorly it is based on the project wey you dey do, right? So you name that project. Of course, you go use the default email. So for this now, ghetto developer, right? And be the email. So come down, pass the same email here, and I need to. So just go to save, just save, go down, save, and just if I just click on save, so back to dashboard. Then the last thing we need to do now, so you go show publish. So make sure say you publish the app, right? So make we enter here, right? While they wait for am to load. Okay, good. Now this one has several projects wey I don create, but e no matter. Anyways, just because say mo do this thing from scratch up so that you go understand the process. So hit on credential, then make sure say you come OAuth client ID. So we go wait for am to build up, then take style wait small. Take style wait small so that everything go dey well built, right? So we go choose our application. So na web we dey use. Give am a name. So make I call am flow. Any name wey you wan give am sha, you give am. Now the next thing wey you go need do na to come to this your redirect URI. So add, so we go say https, then I think it's developers.google.com/OAuth playground. Now before I do enter, make we confirm say wetin we put dey correct. So make I hit on enter while we wait for am. Okay, so e take us come here. So as long as say e take us come here, e mean say that this thing dey correct. So we go come here again. Make I just put out some things. Now make sure say slash no dey here, because if slash dey, problem fit dey. So remove am. Make sure say na like this e be. Then hit on create. So im go do im magic. Make we wait for the magic. Now that the magic is done, we need these two things. So this one na the client ID, then this one na the client secret. Now this thing need to dey secret o, as dem call am secret na so you go call am. So mo come here, right? So inside there I go say Google na ID be that one abi. So mo just say mo call am Google ID. So I paste this, then we'll come back, copy the secret. So we'll say Google secret. Okay, good. Now remember say we copy this one, right? So make I just copy am. Then I'll go say Google, make I just call am redirect. Again, paste that one. So the last thing we need na the refresh token. So how we go use get that refresh token? I copy this, come here, come to this our gear, click here. I wan use my own credential. Paste that one there. Come here, copy the secret again. Come here, paste the secret. Now see all the services wey we fit use for this API. But the one we will need now, which one? The Google Gmail. So if I come here, because I don already do this thing before, so we'll see this Google Gmail. Then you will click on this authorized API. So this thing will load, come here. Remember the name of the app we'll give am, cleaning. You remember that time, abi? So you go use the Gmail, we'll use this account Gmail. Now you go click here. So I go click this get to dev. Once I click on that, it go show me this thing. Now the reason why you dey see this now, say okay, Google never verify this application, right? So wetin we go just now say okay, make we use this advanced, right? Then come to on save. Then you go read up, of course, making continue. You read up, then take us back here, right? Then the next thing we go do now to click this exchange token. So in give us a token, we dey exchange that token to get to this point. Now we will come to this step 2 because we need this our refresh token. So I'll just do Ctrl A, Ctrl C, then come here. So we'll say Google, we'll say Google, let me just say Google token to be equals to this. So this thing are the 4 things where we need. Now we don't get this thing, we'll go our constant, go call them. So here I will just say ID, which would be Google underscore ID. Here I will say secret, which would be Google secrets. Then I will say token, which would be Google token. Then lastly, I will say redirect, which would be redirect. Okay, good. So these 4 things now we need, right? Makes sense. So let me save. Then we'll go back to our email, which is here. So now here now we'll come start to write some code. But the first thing I go like, anyways, since we'd already called those stuff, so we can just add them up here. So for here, we dey use OAuth 2. Make I say that this something intelligent fit don't come up. Intelligent may they come. I don't know why. Anyways, so we'll just say OAuth 2, right? So inside there, we'll call the ID. For our constant, we'll call the secret. So they come from our constant. Then lastly, we'll call the redirect. Awesome. So now we don't get this stuff, right? So if we can say OAuth, right? Dot. Now say that intelligent will show here as well. Oh, why is this intelligent not working? Make I try install them again. npm I Google APIs. So make I see. So why our intelligent need to work? npm I, right? I need this intelligent to work, at least just as an evidence to show say everything they work well. So why that one dey happen? Someone could say set credentials. So inside here, inside there, oh yeah, install. Anyways, we fit still dey work sha. So I go say export const. We'll just say verify email to be equals to this. Then what I'll quickly do now to make sure say this thing then I'll call my try catch. Okay, so it thought say they might no I'm not sure I said that one. I thought gel. I don't know that I thought gel. I said okay, I won't carry this email, put them inside my app, but I know, come on now. So make I say error, right? Then here comes the log the error. So inside here, I fit say OAuth dot set credentials, right? So inside there, I will say token map to this token. This thing don't install finish, but still they get. So why is this token shouting? I think it's access token. Okay, that's my intelligence on the show. Makes sense. So why is this one now? So make I just duplicate this guy. Yes. Okay. Okay. I feel it's a bit better now, right? So let's just work with it and hopefully everything should be fine. Okay. So now we don't do this thing. So by doing this, we don't set our email side, we don't set them up. So the next thing we'll go do now to make sure say okay, the node mailer side they correct. So we'll say I'll say const transport is equals to node mailer dot create. I wonder why this thing isn't just so create transports, right? Good. So the first thing what I go do now say okay, the service what I want use. So the service what I want use now Gmail, or rather might just make an simple. So two things now go pass. One is service, right, and the other is hot. So if I pass hot here, now hot go take several things, and part of that several things we hot go take now majorly the type and so on and so forth. So make I say type, right? So for this type we dey use OAuth 2. I mean the type who they use. The next is who is the user. So for this user, I will make sure say now this Gmail account now I go pass there, right? This Gmail account now go pass there. So the next thing I go come pass now go be the client ID, right? So that client ID go be ID. So I go pass client secret as well. So this one will be secret. I go pass I go pass I think refresh token. So this one token now we call them. Then lastly we will pass access token. So this access token it go make sense make we define them, and I go explain why. So I go say const access token will be equals to our weight. Remember this our OAuth where we create here. I think we go use here now. So I go call them so make we say now OAuth now we call them. OAuth dot get access token. This intelligence is just amazing. So dot token. Awesome. So now wetin we go do there. Now this access token will match up with this access token. Makes sense. Now the next thing we will come do now say okay, we'll define like a mailer option. So I fit say const mailer to be equals to now to who wan send this mail to, from who this mail dey come from where this mail dey come from. Then wetin go be the subject of this mail? Wetin go be the subject of this mail? Lastly, HTML, which will be the body of the mail. Most times I like put backtick, right? Now, when we say to who wan send the mail to, this one wetin we dey try talk na say okay, where this mail dey come from and the rest. So I fit just say okay, make we just say account account creation. Of course you go wan put emoji, so let me just put like to love. Then I go just do something like this. Oops, pass this my Gmail, because this from who, right, need to be there, right? Makes sense. Then okay, so this thing, right, need to be the from, like I explained, since I don't put those things there. Then to who would they send this mail to? Just for testing, make I put this same mail now they send out to. So more just give them a subject of we'll say account has account created, something like that. Then why I fit just come here, do p tag, close p tag, say this is a simple test. Save that. Okay, so now we don't define at least major stuffs. So wetin I will come do here now to say remember that transport we will create for up. So transport dot send transport dot send mail. Then I go pass that mail. Now I'll say dot then, so that if the mail goes successful, we'll say mail sent successfully, right? Else, right, we'll say dot catch. So we'll just do console log. Make we just console log within that error be. Okay, save that. Now makes sense. Okay, so long code will write, but this one are everything we need to do. So this my verify mail. We go put them inside this inside here, the create. So the moment this account don't be created, right? So I feel just say I'll wait, call this. Yeah, so just call this. So the moment this account they created, they make it trigger this. So two things I go quickly do. The first one is make I enter gmail.com. Right. Okay. So enter gmail.com. So that when we test, right, make we see. Then the second thing, so now waiting this thing they show us with this. Now the second thing we will come do now to say okay, make we try test to create new accounts. Good. Oh yeah. Okay. So make I just do So make I just do 1 year and 1 year. So if I hit this, the account go dey created, right? Let's see. So he dey try to create the account, but by the time he create the account, I dey expect a mail to dey sent. If did I not save here? Let's see. This guy is taking too much time, but it will be fine. I know say this video don't be long, but this one will just be the last thing we'll do. Then the next will be the part 2, which will be the front end side. Yes. Come on. So let me see whether anything done they created for the database. This is why these things still they load. So we call them flow, right? I mean hot flow, hot GB flow. So enter user. We still get just one user here. Okay, so make I just cancel this. I think that account don't be created. Make I see, refresh here. Okay, so that account no create. Okay, so that account no create. Okay, so make we, I think now I don't save here. So make I hit them again, make we see how it will behave. So it dey take more than the usual long time to load. Okay, so good. One, so that's that one don't create. Make I refresh here, so make sense. But we no see mail sent successfully. It take time, sha. So make we see here. Awesome. So if we come here, we see account creation, blah 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 blah. Makes sense. Okay, so now wetin we go come do? Remember, say we dey try design this thing so that you can verify from here. Abi? Makes sense. So now wetin we go come do na say inside this our email we need the ID so that we go pass. We just say okay, to verify this mail was sent to you because your account needs to be verified. Click here to verify your account. Abi? So make we do am. So we'll say this. So make we say you are seeing this mail because you created an account with ghetto dev, right? So I can do break tag. So it's say please click the link below to verify your account. Then I would call this again. So now inside here we can now call an a tag that say click here. Okay, good. Now inside this our a tag, now remember that we can pass ref, right? There we can now pass the URL we want them to be directed to. Now how do we get that URL? So wetin we go do now, say for here let's be sure that, let me close it. Yeah, so for here, remember I say this user don dey created, so I will come here, just pass that user inside here, right? I think I fit do user data. Come on now. Anyways, okay, sorry. This thing is shout for me. Why? Because this guy no dey expect any argument. So we'll come inside here, then pass maybe user, right? So now here I fit do that. User data, right? So now down here we fit do many things. So the first thing I go want make we do now say the endpoint to verify. See the endpoint here to verify. Oh yeah, now. Well, you remember Ramsha, right? So this is the endpoint to verify. So make I just come here. So in fact, remember I said already keep this inside our URL, right? So I will just come here, maybe just to be safe, just call subactic. Then I will say in fact make I go remove this one. Then I will say $sign this. Then I think I use API slash local, right, slash API slash so I dey see plenty 1 minute. So create slash, then I'll say this user dot underscore id. So make we correct this plenty red by row they see here. Why are down? Anyways, so let me just cut this off. So I can say const URL to be equals to this. So now use this. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Any. So that this guy has not come in. Oh yeah, now. In fact, I'm not get that time. So local host. So 3000. Okay. So why this guy? So inside there, I fit come call URL. Anyways, we'll try it and see URL. So this should be fine. So we'll save that, right? So let's see if everything works fine. Everything should work fine anyways. So let's try it out again, and let me be sure that this is saved. Okay, yes. So let's try now. So make our come here. Now this time around I will say to hit here. Like, pardon this my slow machine. Okay, loading. So remember say the mail go dey sent to here again, right? So make I just go back. So by the time this account, okay, so this has been sent, so we just got that mail. So if we come here, we'll see you're seeing this mail because you created an account with get to dev. Please click on the link below, right? This is the link, click here. So if let me drag this thing out so that you can see it well. If I come here and oops, I'm not seeing anything. Okay, so let's try and fix here until we see something. So let me make a look back to the email. So this is my a tag. So href should load this. So why is my href not loading that? Okay, so let me save and let's try it again. And so make I just say now so that we'll see the difference. I delete that and make we try them again. So make I use 3 and hit on that. Okay, so the mail don't go now. Awesome. Good. 3 right? So we'll come back here. So we see them here. Makes sense. So if you look down here, this side here, once I come here, you will see you will see the stuff. So now if I click here, because this is a patch route, we no go really see wetin go happen, nothing go happen. Remember, if I come here, refresh here, and I scroll down, we see say this guy dey false. Good. So wetin I go do now na say okay, make I come here, right click, copy address link, come here, and then okay, then yeah now. Okay, so paste this here, then make sure say I dey for my patch route. Now if I hit here, boom, correct. Makes sense, right? Make acute sense. Good. Now I just want to make one correction. So the correction I say first off, you see how so we want make sure now say na original mail then they pass, then they pass fake mail. So wetin we go do for that now say this side will say to, I go remove this now. Then I go say user dot email. So the email wey dem pass, wey dem put na that email we go send, this thing go send email to, or send the mail to. That's number one, right? Then the second thing wey I feel say I go like do, right, na to change this route points, to get this one, to get, so that the update go dey happen for my browser. So make I just change it to get, right, so that when they click am, at that time the whole thing go happen, boom, it go make sense. Okay, so we don't do this. So now make we do the final test. So I will come here, but before I do that, make I come here, switch to this mail, switch to that mail, copy the email address. You still dey load, yeah. So come here, copy this email address. Yes, copy the address. So the address now I go put for this side here, the address and outputs here, right? Make I see, I feel say make I do something wey go make sense, like to personalize the email. So I say, hi Peter, you're seeing this because, right? So something like that. So let's say, hi $sign. So that should be user dot name, right? So something like that. So make it be more personalized. Okay, so now we don't do this. So make us say this is Peter Oti. Now if I hit here, we wait for it, we wait for it, we wait for it, boom. Yes, so now the last thing we dey do be this, and by doing this we don't finish the back end side. So wetin we can do now na to implement this whole thing for the front end side. So you go see say dem write here say the mail sent successfully, but to be sure make we check the email. So I no dey see anything here, make I refresh and still no see anything here. Make we check our spam mail, right? Okay, see am here. Now the reason why we dey see am for spam mail na the way we craft the message, right? So we should craft it better, right? So got it. Now we dey see this thing. So I, Peter Ote, you're seeing this mail because you created an account with DailyDev, right? Make acute sense, right? Make I just say this is not a spam mail, then it will come my inbox, right? Makes sense, right? So now if I click here, it open here, it go fit verify me from here, right? So let's wait for it, let's wait for it. So it's supposed to verify me from here because we don't change that. Good. So make I click here, see, you see, makes sense. So this is it, right? So guys, what we don't try achieve today are to see how we fit do our outflow, right, from start to finish. Okay, so for the next class we will continue, but this time at the front end side we will link up with this project. See you in the next class. Yep.